It's midnight. The moon is hidden behind thick clouds. The only sound are waves crashing against jagged rocks and your own heartbeat pounding in your ears. On your back is a heavy sack worth more than most people earn in an entire year. If you make it across the border, you'll become richer than you ever imagined. If you're caught, everything ends here. The guards don't ask many questions. Some smugglers are thrown into prison. Others disappear forever. You take one slow breath, tighten your grip on a rope, and begin climbing the cliff. This isn't an adventure. This isn't a movie. This is survival. Today, you are not a king, a knight, or a famous explorer. You are a smuggler, a person living the shadows, where every journey could be your last. Nobody grows up dreaming of becoming a smuggler. Children dream about becoming soldiers, merchants, sailors, or heroes. But life doesn't always offer those choices. Maybe your village suffered through years of famine. Maybe your family's business collapsed after heavy taxes. Maybe a war closed every honest trade route. Or perhaps you simply discovered a truth everyone else ignored. People will always pay for things they cannot legally buy. Where governments build borders, opportunity appears. A single successful trip can earn more money than months of honest labor. That promise is impossible to ignore. So one day, you accept your first job. Carry this package. No questions. Meet us on the other side. Simple, or so you think. Your first lesson has nothing to do with carrying goods. It's about staying alive. In the smuggling world, trust is rare. Names are rarely spoken. Faces are remembered. Promises mean little. Reputation means everything. You don't ask what's inside the crates. You don't ask who owns them. You don't ask where they're going. The less you know, the safer you are. Your employer introduces you to a network invisible to ordinary people. Hidden warehouses, secret trails through forests, fishermen willing to sail without lights, innkeepers who never ask questions, even corrupt officials willing to look the other way for the right price. You're entering a second economy, one that exists beneath the surface of everyday life. Most people never realize it's there. Not everything is worth smuggling. Some goods are bulky but cheap. Others are tiny yet incredibly valuable. Silk, spices, salt, tea, gold coins, rare books, fine wine, jewelry, medicines. Sometimes it's simply goods with high taxes attached to them. Sometimes it's everyday products banned by local rulers. The lighter the cargo and the higher its value, the better. A single pouch of precious gems can be hidden beneath your clothes. A wagon full of barrels cannot. Every journey begins with the same question. How much profit is worth how much risk? Because every extra coin increases the chance you never return home. You quickly learn that daylight belongs to honest traders. Night belongs to people like you. You travel under moonlight. You memorize mountain paths instead of main roads. You cross rivers where bridges don't exist. Sometimes you crawl through caves. Sometimes you spend hours hiding silently, while patrols pass only a few meters away. Every snapped twig sounds like an explosion. Every barking dog freezes your blood. The greatest weapon isn't speed. It's patience. The best smugglers aren't fearless. They're invisible. If someone notices you, something has already gone wrong. Border guards are not fools. They know smugglers exist. They inspect wagons, search bags, question travelers. Some even bring trained dogs. So you learn to think differently. False bottom carts hide expensive goods beneath ordinary vegetables. Barrels marked as fish contain something far more valuable underneath. Secret compartments are built into wagon wheels. Small items are sewn inside clothing. Sometimes the cargo isn't hidden at all. It's disguised so well that nobody thinks to look twice. Every checkpoint becomes a battle of intelligence. They search. You deceive. One mistake from either side changes everything. Land routes are dangerous. The sea is worse. Your boat is small. The cargo is heavy. The weather doesn't care about your plans. A calm journey can become a deadly storm within minutes. Waves slam against the wooden hull. Water pours over the sides. The coastline disappears into darkness. You can't light a lantern. Its glow would reveal your position for miles. So you navigate by stars and memory. If the sea claims your boat, No one will know where you vanished. Many smugglers fear the ocean more than prison. At least prison gives you another sunrise. The money begins to change you. Your clothes improve. Your house grows larger. Your family finally eats well. Neighbors wonder how you become so successful. You simply smile. But wealth attracts attention. Friends ask questions. Officials become curious. Jealous rivals begin watching your movements. Even your own partners start calculating how much your cargo is worth. Soon you realize the greatest danger isn't always the guards. Sometimes it's the people standing beside you. A single betrayal can erase years of careful planning. Trust becomes more expensive than gold. Authorities aren't standing still. Every successful smuggling route eventually becomes known. New checkpoints appear. Rewards are offered for informants. Patrols increase. Some governments hire former smugglers to catch current ones. Now the game changes. Routes that worked last month become deadly today. You constantly adapt. Different roads, different boats, different meeting places, different signals. The life of a smuggler isn't repeating the same journey. It's solving a new puzzle every single trip. The day you become predictable, you're finished. By day, you're ordinary, a fisherman, a merchant, a farmer, maybe even a respected member of the community. By night, you become someone else entirely. Your family may never know the truth. Your children believe you travel for business. Your neighbors wave politely as you leave town. Nobody sees the hidden cargo. Nobody hears the secret passwords exchanged beneath abandoned bridges. Living two lives is exhausting. You constantly worry about saying the wrong thing. One careless sentence. One curious stranger. One unexpected search. Years of secrets collapse overnight. Every smuggler says the same words. Just one more job. One more shipment. One more payment. One more dangerous crossing. Then they'll retire. Almost nobody does. The money is addictive. The thrill becomes familiar. The risk slowly starts feeling normal. Until one night, everything changes. Perhaps a trusted partner betrays you. Perhaps a storm destroys your boat. Perhaps a guard recognizes your face. Perhaps the package you've carried a dozen times before suddenly feels much heavier than usual. You hear voices, dogs barking, torches moving through the darkness. Your escape routes are blocked. You have only seconds to choose. Run, hide, fight, or surrender. No amount of money can buy another chance if this decision goes wrong. As dawn breaks, the roads fill with ordinary merchants. Markets open. Ships unload. Cities wake. Most people believe every product reached them through honest trade. History tells stories about kings who created laws and governments that built borders. But history often forgets the people who spent centuries finding ways around those borders. Smugglers shaped economies. They introduced forbidden goods into isolated lands. They challenged unfair taxes. They exposed the limits of government control. Some were criminals driven by greed. Others believed they were simply providing what people desperately wanted. Their world was never simple. It existed in the gray space between law and survival. If you had lived in those times, with an empty stomach, a struggling family, and a chance to earn enough money to change your future, would you have stayed honest, or would you have stepped into the shadows, waited for nightfall, lifted a heavy sack onto your shoulders, and hoped that this journey wouldn't be your last?